Hey, adventurers, imagine paying $32 for an art experience that promises to blow your mind, but leaves you wondering where your money went. Intrigued? Welcome to my journey through Superblue Miami, where high expectations meet reality. Let's dive in and see if this hyped up interactive art experience is worth your time and money. I got really excited when I saw that Miami had its own interactive art experience, Superblue. I've been to other interactive art experiences that I loved and some that were just meh. The cost for Superblue was about $32 US, so my expectations were kind of high because of the price. If you charge that much, it should be a really memorable experience. When we got there, I was told I couldn't have my microphone attached to my camera. This is much more common now, as it appears people take in their microphone to places and do full-on interviews and disrupt other people's experiences. Way to go, people. We went into the first room and it was just a projection of flowers growing, blooming, and dying. From the pictures that promote this place, the whole room should have been lit up and you should feel like you're right in the middle of the whole experience. But no, it was just a wall projection. It was pretty, but not what I would call experiential. Next to this room was a collaboration that costs another $12 to enter. The collaboration was with teamLabs, who I have some experience with myself, and I really like their stuff. It was some kind of cloud experience, and it looked cool, but it should have been included in the regular price. We didn't pay for this, and therefore we didn't see it, and I can't review it. But I can say, don't do that. If you're going to have an interactive art experience, have everything in it be a part of the experience. Next to this room was another room with a bit of a more complete experience. Meaning they had a projection on the walls, but on the floor also, but not all the walls. The back walls weren't lit up, so you're taken out of the experience. In my experience of going to these art exhibits, I've been in a room where the floor was a mirror and the walls had projection all over them, and those walls were reflected in the mirrors, and it made you just feel like you were living in the middle of it. And, you know, maybe like Aaron Rodgers, you were doing some ayahuasca or whatever that thing is called. But in this case, it took me out of the experience. And so we just didn't enjoy it that much. And what also took us out of the experience is instead of you just continuing on your way through the museum, you have to backtrack and go through some doors right next to where you came in to go to the next experience. And that just isn't conducive to having an immersive experience.
So all you have to do is hold your hand under. Go ahead. Just like that. Maybe bring it a little bit closer. Yeah, perfect. And in about 10 seconds, it'll start to play out there. And that's you.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, what just happened is the system is actually saving your heartbeat on the light bulb for the next 3,000 people. So, drop it. Yeah. Now, your light bulb will be the brightest one in the same area. So yours is that one up there.
It's my light bulb.
So after we were done with the first two rooms, we walked into a room with lights hanging from the ceiling. The hook of this room was that if you walk up to one of the sensors and put your hand underneath it, it would find your heartbeat and the lights would flicker to your heartbeat. It was a cool idea, and one light in the room from here on forward would continue blinking to your heartbeat until 3,000 other people passed through the room and did the same thing. So I thought that was cool. It was a peaceful room and experiential. Normally, this would be what I would be used to at a place like this and enjoy it. I kind of compare it to the pillow room that we had to walk through in one of the teamLabs places in Tokyo. Experiential, but low key, and they didn't have to spend a lot of money to make it work. Then we passed on to another room that was so pretentious that some people couldn't handle it. I mean, I was close to one of those people. We were told we would be entering a room where we would experience a sensation, where we would lose track of where we were standing and not be able to have good spatial awareness, that we should stand still, that the color changes may make us feel some sort of way. The girl who presented us with it told us we couldn't take pictures or videos of this room and essentially hyped it up. I thought, wow, it must be amazing. They don't want other people to see it. And then she also told us we couldn't walk past where she was standing in this room as if it were dangerous to do so. Sure enough, we walk into this room and she stands towards the front. We all wait for something to happen, and the only thing that happens in this room is the colors change in the room. She stands there and keeps clicking at some control at her hip, and nothing changes except for maybe the light colors. But people start giggling because it's so ridiculous. Then she suddenly announces that the whole display is over. What a waste of time and effort. There was nothing special in this room that would justify it being a part of an experiential art facility. I could have done this in a room in my house, and I probably would have had a better experience. And finally, they made a great business decision and saved the best for last. And I'm not being sarcastic. It was a mirror maze that was hyped up in a video beforehand. It was kind of cool. It lived up to my expectations of what I'd want to see in an experiential art facility. The walls were mirrors and it was brightly lit. They had little experiential things going on one wall where cameras would capture you making movements that were reflected on the wall and on a little water in front of you. It was cool and it was fun. You could climb stairs and look down on people from above. It was really neat. It was really the only place in the whole building that I felt they put a lot of effort into. So, my review for this place is I left disappointed. I left a 3-star review. As much of it was done with little or no thought. If I'm spending $30 on an experience per person, the whole place should wow me. And then I might consider recommending it to others. But I just can't. We were only there an hour, and it certainly wasn't the best way to spend our time. So I just ask, please put more effort into these things so experiential art doesn't get a bad name. So that is the end of our video, and I just want to thank you for watching it. Thank you for spending the time there. If you liked our video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And you know what? Remember, as we always say, stay adventured. This is Kelly from Nerdgasmic Adventures, signing off.